Alright, I'm gonna be talking about Blame the Chat by DDG. This is someone that I wanted to listen to for a while. Like, I saw him as like a recommended, and I thought, why not just put it in the back catalog? And then I seen him collaborating with Tory Lanez, and I'm just like, okay, this dude is spin. Maybe I'll check him out a whole lot sooner. And then dude drops an album, so I'm just like, you know what? Fuck it, just why not? Let me get a whole experience. And DDG is someone that's hot right now because he's in some controversy. But I just want to look at him just as an artist, not really as a person, because those are just two separate things. So I just want to talk about the music here. So, Blame the Chat by DDG. First impressions, not bad. I honestly say this is an album that, kind of impressed me of how he is, but being a little bit braggadocious of his bio saying best rapper alive because there's plenty of goats before him. But yeah, let me go through each track by track. So Fine Shit has really good production. I didn't really notice it, but I enjoy both verses from the artist. Like they did really, really well. It sounds like more so of like a hype song, but regardless though, I didn't expect like, DDG like sounding like that. Like I couldn't grasp his sound until I gave like a full listen of this project. So, hearing his verse was just like, okay, this guy's spitting with a really great feature too, because I thought this girl sounded just like Sexy Red and Glorilla, but like in a twisted way. But she sounded really nice on her own and she held her own with her verses. So pretty great on her end. Speed, I enjoyed Ty Dolla Sign's ad libs like a lot. Like I really love the production on this one. Him and Rich the Kid did really great with their verses and the beat, which is very simple, but it's just like the ad libs just made it so much better. It sounded like a speed racing game, and like the tempo's just like right there, just like sped up. But like those ad libs just makes it so much enjoyable to listen to, in my opinion. Motion, I really did not expect the baby to be on this project, to be honest, but he absolutely bodied DDG in this sound, bro. He just made it just so much better. I feel like DDG really did not catch me enough with his verses because it was just more so about like corny bitches like coming and all that. But it's just like the baby though, the baby got some fire verses. And I haven't listened to like the baby at all. I don't know he's on some fuck shit, but hearing the baby, good stuff, man. Gotta say, such a collab that he has on there. So GTA, I have a problem with songs like GTA and stuff. It sounds really like out of sync, and that's like my biggest issue with this song. It's very inconsistent back and forth, and I don't like it. I like sounds with the beat and the melody or whatever the match with the speed and tempo of how the artist is spitting out the verses. And that's like my biggest great with like any song, not just this particular song that DDG put on the album. It's just any song from any album that are like this. It's just like my biggest ick, to be honest. But it really wasn't like my favorite out of all that. Pump 4, I really do enjoy the production he has on here. It has like a soulful, like a R&B poppy type of sound, which I really did like. It was really more rich with the extra cynical ad-libs that he has on there, but lyrically it just wasn't there for me. So like sound production was all good. It's just like lyrics was just not there. So it's just like, I could take what I can get from this song. Man on the Mission was okay so far. I didn't really like, excuse me, the beat that much. It was just mid, I guess. And the only thing I like about this song is just the Count Rich features on there. Do actually spit a lot better than DDG did, in my opinion. Do What You Want is a bit mid, to be honest. Really forgetful, but not the beat. The beat is really good. It's just everything else around it is just not good to me. More Than a Night, um, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I didn't like the entire song. Like, I do, but I don't. Like I like the song. Like I don't I like some parts of the song, but like the features just made it more bearable for me. Queen and Shahina, I think that's how you say her name, did really great here. They had really great verses and they have really great ad-libs, and it has like a Jamaican type of feel to it. but I feel like DDG just did not grasp it enough. I don't feel like it just wasn't good. I feel like he should have just take a back seat or whatever, just made some ad libs and behind, because those two women absolutely like stomped on this song a whole lot more. But it's just like, it kind of depends on my mood if I actually want to listen to it, to listen to those great verses that those ladies have made, or just skip it, because in the entirety of it, it's just like a mess, in my opinion. What I prefer is my favorite song out of all this. I just like this one. It's just, it relates to me of like being so much like a homebody, and just like being that just more than anything, because I just like being in my house and not really going out that much. Like, I'm not really antisocial. It's just like it's just comfortable, dude. I don't know what to tell y'all. In My Zone has a really nice transition, has a reply to what I prefer, but it has a more concentrated on being in the zone without getting like any distractions. But it's also making time to see about this girl that he's talking to, but also questions of what she could do for him, and that's just really deep there. And I do love the production, really stands out here, besides those really nice transitional beats, man. Really nice. Pimpin' is really nice, really well produced, in my opinion. It has, for some reason, like, I don't know how to describe the song, it has some type of like situation feel of like him, like of DDG getting out of hand with something, but he knows how bad like this female's getting mistreated, but she's also treating him bad, but they're not together. It's just like an on off relationship thing. But I really just, I don't know. I feel like it's so, I don't know. Like, it just sounds so, I think mesmerizing is the word. Don't, I don't have a, I don't have a, clue how to describe it more to being like a more mesmerizable song. Lemonade sounds really great in my opinion. I do like the beat. It has like a video game sound, really nice on that. It does have some hard parts, would go really crazy if like the bass can be amped up a little bit more. And Wiz Khalifa, despite me not listening to him not that much on his own, really killed it really nice on this verse. Bankroll has like okay verses, but the best was just production, dude. Gotta love it. Pink Dreads has more of like a glow up type song. It's better than like Bankroll in many ways. Play the Boy Max sounds like a dollar store Young Nutty for some reason, because when I heard this one, like, yeah, dude really sounds like, Young Nutty for some reason. Like, I don't want to say he's like full on fully like him, but it's just like the comparison is just almost there vocally, in my opinion. But hey, man, that's just how I think about that. And No Help too has like a uplifting production, which I really like about it, but everything else just wasn't there. Like lyrically, it wasn't there. But that's what I was just getting from around that with the production, which is the only thing I do like about it. But yeah, that's how I just feel about that. But like the whole experience with DDG, of listening to him as an artist with this album that I listened to, I'm gonna say this for me personally, I'm impressed. I really did not expect to be hooked onto DDG like that. I'm definitely gonna be taking a look at his older projects coming up soon, and just having more of a better understanding of how he is as an artist, because I know he made previous projects. But this is by far like a good project in my opinion. It does have some stinkers, but I definitely have some favorites on here that I might put on the shuffle, because they are memorable in their own specific way, that I might just put on the aux maybe late at night to listen to. I don't know, like Pump 4 or Pimpin' or like In My Zone, or if I want to listen to something that's more like hyped and concentrated, but also not too serious, I would put, Speed and all that. But if I want to listen to some hard vocally rap performances for both artists, I would listen to Motion, with the baby, stuff like that. So there's definitely varieties in here in this project that like I consider it to be really nice in my opinion, like some variety of things. But yeah, I don't feel like there's a clear motive or like a story behind it, but that's just okay with me personally, because I enjoyed it in my own way, but it wasn't really too serious and wasn't really too silly. But Ed does have some common ground
But yeah, honestly, I would give this project like a good solid like 7. Like a 7 out of 10 in my opinion. I don't think it's like that terrible. I don't think it's like that terribly good because like, it just really depends on how I'm feeling about this project, if I want to play it of its entirety or just listen to my favorites. So I'm giving it like that quiet middle ground. I don't want to say like a 5 or a 6 because it's not like that, because there are some good qualities in here that you can find that overshadows just a little bit of like some of like little gripes and issues that I have with this personally, but it's not too much to say like, oh, this is probably one of his bad albums. Some people might say, like longtime DDG fans could say this could be a bad album or a good album, which, I don't particularly care because I just literally got late to the train of DDG. But yeah, can't wait to listen to his older projects and just, understand and grab my sound around him and all that stuff. But yeah, this is a good project in my opinion. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. If not, that's a-okay with me. But anyways, guys, my name is Fanagos239, and I hope y'all have a wonderful morning, night, day, evening, whatever the occasion it is. Take care, stay safe, and all that good jazz. But anyways, guys, later.